take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this,
Hello, everyone. I am your host, The Real Lovely C, and I am here to bring you Love After Lockup, and it's called Drunk in Love. Now, honey, if y'all been sitting on the wall looking in with the fly, I can tell you one damn thing. I can see why they call this drunk in love, because everybody had too much damn to drink and was out of their damn minds. So I'm waiting on my co-host. Don't know if she's having technical difficulties or not, but if so, we'll just go on with the show. So, yes, again, the name of the show is Love After Lockup. Now, this airs on Fridays on WE TV. And it normally comes on at 9 o'clock. Honey, if you ain't into it, get into it so we can have something to talk about next week. So, I'm going by couples, and I'm going to do it that way. So we get with Nathan and Skylar. Okay. Now, Nathan and Skylar, okay, Skylar is her name. They had an argument due to Skylar was out with her girlfriends, and Skylar came home drunk. So Nathan gets a bottle, and he get a bottle, and then he started drinking, and they drank the bottle together. So the drinking continued. So they went to bed without resolving the issues. The next morning, they both woke up and broke each other's phone because a lot of accusing she was out with her girlfriends. He's trying to say she's out with this her. He's ready to commit, and she still want to have her fun. You know, she still want to have her girls' time, and he's not really trusting her instincts because of her male friends that she has, you know, prior to him. So the producers had showed up for filming, and they wasn't at home. And as we learned on the last episode, Skylar, mom, when she finally got her back, she took her on a drive, okay, and she was like, "This ain't the right way we'll be going through." The way we should be going. And Skylar told her, no, they stopped at a grave site. Her mother said that there are a lot of lost souls there, and her mother never wanted ever to see Skylar there. Meanwhile, Nathan waits for Skylar, wanting to see if she's going to break up with him or not. And they talk. She walked off, and they talked, and of course they made up. They're young. So you know how it is when you're in a relationship. You know, he expecting for her to come home at a certain time, and she didn't come home. And she's saying she's doing this and she's doing X, Y, and Z, and he not believing her because back in his mind, he's still This is just my interpretation of it. In the back of his mind, he's thinking about when that phone call came when she first came home and they went out to dinner. Okay, so that's how I'm taking the reason why I believe he's acting the way that he's acting. Now, y'all, we got this couple, Travis and Ashley. Part of me feel bad for Ashley, cause Ashley been taking care of this man for 3 years now, and Travis get upset with his mom cause she don't want them to get married. Now, this woman did just lost her home because he's an ex-convict, and I really believe, not sure, but allegedly, I think her neighbor might have had something to do with that by letting the landlord know that he was an ex-convict. I'm not sure how that played out, and I'm not sure. That's why I say allegedly. But the landlord found out that Travis was an ex-convict, and he gave them 2 weeks to move off their property. So her role is Shumbo. Now she sells jewelry for a living, and with cousin that took over the world, she lost a lot of her business. She sell jewelry, so she maintained to pay enough bills. She maintained to keep her rent paid, but he's thinking that money is flowing this way and this way because the money that she's sending him, and it ain't like that no more. And it ain't like that, and his mom is feeling the way that she's feeling, all because Ashley isn't stable right now. But before Ashley business went down the drain, she still sell little pieces here and there. They didn't tell him that she lost the home because he's an ex-convict, and that's what should have been told to his mother to put her in her place. But Travis storms off. I guess he was blowing her phone up because they both ran into each other at the same time. And so he runs up to Ashley and demands, please let me drive. Now I'm sure he doesn't have a driver license, and he's looking for a reason to drink. The way I'm observing it, he's just looking for a reason to drink, and it makes Ashley's look really bad. It really does, cause she wasn't out. She was out first thing this morning looking for work so they could go to a hotel. But it made sense for them to save the money and stay with his mother till they get on their feet. Travis gets so paranoid, thinking his mother don't like. Here go Prissy. Let me bring Prissy in. Hey, Prissy.
Hey, we got an echo, darling.
Okay, take your earphone out.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay, so I'm on Travis. Travis go and get so paranoid thinking that his mother don't like her. She stayed in contact with her for 3 years while Travis was locked up. She lost the place, like I said, because she lost the place because the landlord didn't want an ex-con living there, and for her mother his mother to act the way that she's acting, I think she's protecting her son, is what I think. So they go get some drinks, which took a few hours. They played pool, just talking about their situation. Poor Ashley is losing it at this time, and she takes it out on Travis. Now she's taking off her shoes. She's drunk as I don't know what. And she said no one is listening to her. Travis is worried that the cops will come and lock him up and he will go back to jail because he's trying to be the calm one. What are your afterthoughts on that? I was talking about Ashley and Travis, the scene with her taking her shoes off and how the mother overreacting and how he's just overreacting, in my case, just looking for a reason to grab a drink.
Yeah, that was a hot mess. Can you hear me, Shane? Okay,
I can hear you. I can hear you.
okay. Yeah, I saw that. That was a hot mess. I don't know what she was doing. It's a good thing the cops didn't come out. That would have been arrested. She's falling apart.
Yeah, she's falling apart and um she just needs someone to mold and hold her right now. But I wouldn't have let him get behind that car. She has no business even driving, and he don't even have no business driving. Because with them both drinking at the bar, and it looked like the bar was closed, because you didn't see no cars in the parking lot, and she pacing and walking back and forward. I truly believe that they both need to just sleep in the car. I think they was going to go to the hotel and move in with his mom the next day. But I think they needed to sleep it off because he would have surely went back to jail. He would have surely went back to jail drinking and driving. So the next couple I want to talk about is Justine and Mike.
Uh,
Okay, we got a let me see. I want to
oh, I see it. Yeah, I did see it.
I'm reading a track. I can't believe that. Um I'm not going to read that. Okay, yeah, you did it again. I'm reading your comment too. So yeah, Justine and Mike. Mike don't think she should tell her mom that she's pregnant and she quit her job. Prissy is having technical difficulties. So Mike don't want anyone to know Justine is pregnant. Justine only met Michael once, but he has had some run-ins, and she met him once when they got married. And he had some runs he had to make, and he was going to be 20 minutes late. Now, they invited her for dinner, but he's going to be 20 minutes late. Now, that right there don't show good intentions. Now, you're going to make her wait. You should have scheduled a dinner at a different time. And Justine, she told him that. She advised him to be on time. Her mother is a straight shooter. She's going to tell you how it is, whether you like it or not. Do I think Justine is going to feel bad? Good telling her mom this news? No, her mom is going to say it's too soon. Mike has only been home for 1 month, and her job is how she took care of her 3 kids. What is she going to do for insurance? And it definitely having another baby calls for you to have insurance. You can't pay for that out of pocket. So she can see that Mike is late and don't have a good excuse for it. And they invited her. Then she feels like Mike is being sarcasm, which he was. He was being very sarcasm. When she asked him the question, so how are you going to get up here and leave? Mike goes out and he goes out and talk to her because she gets up and she walked out for him being so sarcastic. So the way he should have did was talk to her in the restaurant and not been so sarcastic. And then Justine shouldn't have been so chalant with her mom because he was left to pick up the pieces. So that whole situation, I think this family is going to get through it. I've seen some pictures on Instagram. The baby is due in July. Congratulations to them. They seem to be working out, and yeah, she's gonna have a baby. So yes. Now let's move on to Derek and Monique. Now this couple right here, I'm not against the relationship. I'm against the sneakiness and the insecurity. Derek ensures Monique that Big Mom will love her. See, it all fluctuates around Monique's weight. She's insecure, and when she don't have to be. Derek seemed to be a very nice man, and if he could, I believe he would do anything for her. Now, do I think she's a good woman for him? Yes, I do. But with her being so insecure, I think it's that there's going to be some problems. I think there's just going to be some problems. So they're just finding out about finding but okay, so they're just finding out about Monique. This is the first time that Monique has met Derek father side of the family, his big mom. His grandma is 95 years old, and she looks great. She welcomed her to the family, and he haven't even seen her in 9 years. They tell them how they meet, which they met on Facebook, and he was looking for a friend. So Monique said things could go better with his siblings. So Monique asked to use the bathroom while his father and Derek go out and have a drink. And she goes into Derek's room and she looks for places to put a camera down. Never even went to the bathroom. She's searching around for things, and Derek catches her. She was wrong as WHELL. She was wrong as WHELL. She should have Prissy said, I think so I think she should have waited for him to come. Exactly. So he asked her what was she doing. She done found a phone book. She found receipts to a lingerie shop. She was just doing too damn much for me. So I wonder how she's going to feel about these cameras in his grandma house. Because he got to look at, they do a lot of editing. And so you don't know what they're going to put out on TV the week of. Then you may have an idea. But when he see them cameras in his big mom house, he gonna have a fit. So Derek's brother wanted to meet up with them to apologize to her, and she put it off to the next day, which I do understand that, because they had already been out, and she's getting ready to go back to Chicago soon, but she had already planned a romantic afternoon for the both of them. So she wanted to plan dinner for them, and she got his favorite champagne, and he taking he said, oh, this my favorite. Now if this your favorite, then the top pops off and champagne wastes all on Monique and all on the floor. Press it back in. Let's see if she can get back in now. Okay.
I sent you message after message. It was just not working for me right then.
So now I gotta echo. Hold on. Okay. I'm on there.
You okay?
No, Prissy, I'm gonna need you to. It's locked. I'm getting.
I'm gonna just go off and watch you. I'll talk to you in the chat.
Okay. So anyway, the top had popped off and got all on her shirt, and it even got on it got on her shirt, and it even got all on the floor. And she's snooping around his big mama house. And when he comes back in, she'd have put cameras up. She'd have put cameras up. So I feel a certain type of way about that, because if I can't trust you, then we don't need to be together. We don't need to be together. Prissy having difficulties, and there was an echo, so and I had a microphone, so there was an echo. So we're almost done anyway. So the next couple and the last couple is Cameron and Aries. Cameron is at the hotel, drunk as hell. Aries is pissed off because she asked him to get him some things from the store because she wasn't feeling well, and because she was sick. So she asked him to pick up some things so she could feel better, and he dropped dead on the bed. She told him that's why she didn't want to go, because he knew he was go there and drink and he would get dead drunk. He don't know where his phone is. He's now a husband. He's a father, she said. If he can't take his freedom serious, how are you going to take a marriage serious? He blew dirty at the in the breathalyzer at the halfway house that he was in. And Aries is sick as a dog from the night before. Cameron left the hotel in the morning, in the daytime, like noon, early afternoon. Now it's nighttime, and she's worried because he's not answering his phone. He don't even know where his damn phone is. That's how drunk he was. That's how drunk he was. And she don't know where he is. She tell him that they are married. He took his ring off and said, well, divorce me then. She put his ass on the floor and was mad as hell. And I would have been mad as I don't know what. Here, I'd have come all the way from, I don't know, she's from Florida. She got a daughter, a 9-year-old daughter, either 9 or 12. She's either 9 or 12. She had to send her daughter back accompanied by another adult. She brought her there for the marriage. Now you'd have met the daughter. You're not being and these kids be watching these reality shows. Don't think that they don't. He's not being responsible. And his sisters, I agree with them to a certain degree. I do agree with them to a certain degree, but his sisters really be on his tail. And yes, she could have came, but she wasn't feeling good. And for him not to tell the truth why she wasn't there, he made a lame ass excuse for why she wasn't there, and it brought tension with the sisters, and I think that was dead wrong. Y'all, this love, they named it the right episode, Drunk in Love, because damn near everybody on this show had something to drink. Ain't no damn near everybody. Every couple, one or the other, had something to drink. And they named this episode Drunk in Love. What a title, because that's exactly what it was. Y'all, it comes on WeTV at 9 o'clock. You can also find this episode at 8 o'clock on WeTV, and the new episode comes on at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So y'all watch the show so next Wednesday we can get back into this conversation. And It's been fun. Sorry we had a few technical difficulties, but that is to be expected. This is a live show, and I have to just keep it moving. I can't just stop. I have to keep it moving. Prissy had technical difficulties. She's in the chat, and I appreciate her for trying to make it through. She doesn't have to. Y'all, with that, I'm going to say thank you. Please hit that like button. Share the video. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the show. And also, if you subscribe, I would like to thank you for coming back. And it's been good. And I catch you guys on the next video. Have a good night. Bye-bye.